Okay, this is going to be a general open reading, and I think stories are so good for life lessons, and I'm hoping that this is going to resonate with some of you, but if it doesn't, that's okay. There will be other ones coming up. All right, so we start this off from the Creativity Oracle. It's like a very partnership and love connection oriented card that came out. Makes me know that this reading is going to be about something to do with that. It says, once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. Okay, so that really sets the tone for what's happening here. Somebody who, and because we have the Guardian of Earth, somebody who I feel is in a committed relationship, a connection. This is not connection. This is, you are in a relationship. You may have been in this relationship for a long time, and you may have been a provider, maybe the husband, can be the wife. We have the Guardian of Earth. It's a masculine archetype, but switch the role as you like, especially now with the teacher here. Right under that, this is talking about being traditionally connected to somebody, being in a partnership where you are playing this traditional role. And okay, 6 of air and justice right under that sometimes can talk about balancing what's not right, bringing some kind of fairness into it. And it feels like, okay, if you have been in this role, you've been participating in this relationship, there is some kind of fairness that you need to bring to course here. Justice. Sometimes that can talk about divorce, but that's a kind of extreme case. Sometimes it really just means making the remedies where things are not quite aligned. But we have 10 of fire and awakening, so this is strong energy of exhaustion, a connection that has just become too much for us to bear. This is, look at that. It's almost like things have come to a head and it needs to be renewed in order for it to work. And it's like you're seeing that now with the awakening card. This is the judgment card in regular decks. This is, you've seen a call. You've understood how in your situation things really have taken a toll on you. Whatever the imbalance is, please do let me know down in the comments. But it does feel like you have taken on your shoulder a lot in this particular relationship. Child, the air, and the moon. So it's like once you had that realization, I don't know what happened to cause that, but it just feels, you know what often causes that? Actually, I'm going to answer my own question, is sometimes the stress and the burden becomes so much that it's like one little thing pushes you over the edge. And not to say that it's as extreme as that for you, but it does feel like with the child, the air, and the moon, that it really made you notice things. This is somebody who, once that kind of bell went off in their head, your body was probably feeling the effects of it, the emotional body as well. It's like, okay, I want to look at this. I want to understand what is happening here. And with awakenings, often if they're spiritual, send us in that path, right? Why do you overgive? Why do you create or participate in situations that are imbalanced for you? And I feel like you're somebody that really set out to understand what's happening here. Like, where is this coming from? Or you just didn't realize the patterns or habits you were involved in were leading you to that path. The moon here. This is an understanding that you don't understand. Really, this is feeling like I have to give over to what feels intuitive, what feels emotional, what may not feel logical. I have to really access some of those fears, the things I've been avoiding, because those are the things that are creating this exhaustion that are going to allow me to tackle this issue. And not to say that your connection or relationship is bad per se or bad for you. Clearly sometimes things can be remedied, and I really think that that's what we see here in this reading, because it's somebody who is understanding that what they were in, the way they were showing up even in past relationships, wasn't giving to them, wasn't nurturing to them. And so with the canoe and the seeker, we have you understanding that, okay, if there's going to be change, the change has to start with me. The change has to start with you. It's the seeker is a new way, a new path, even if that path sometimes leads you away from this relationship, because sometimes you try your best, you try everything you know how to. And I would always advocate get help as well, get counseling, get all of that on board. But sometimes you've done all of that and still no go. You may be facing a new outlook, a new opportunity for yourself, or just saying, okay, maybe it's time for me to see what else is there for me in my life, because you don't necessarily want to go through life living in this way, right? Like putting out small fires, big fires all the time. I feel like for some of you, it could have been like a big argument, a big kind of upset that really sent it over the edge. 2 of Fire. I know someone that, he said to me he knew his relationship was over when he asked his wife. He told her something about his job, and she said, oh, maybe it's your fault or something like that. And that, like, just that one sentence allowed him to realize, oh, this person is no longer on my side, and that connection is totally dry. So not that that's your situation, but that just came up for me. It just feels like with that 10 of Fire, it just looks like something that is burning down and we don't recognize it. 2 of Fire here with the Priestess. Now this 2 of Fire is interesting, particularly as we're talking about partnership, because normally it's looking outwards to the opportunity, especially with a Fool, looking out there to see what is out there, knowing that you can step away from the comfort zone. But this one is 2 people looking at each other and seeing the opportunity in each other. So for some of you, it could be that you are re-looking again at this person that you are in connection with and seeing that, okay, there is something still here, a fire still burns. And for some of you, it's seeing elsewhere that this is not where that fire is to be found. I see that spark on the horizon, and I see it attached to another person. I definitely don't encourage people jumping in and out of committed relationships, but I also don't encourage people staying in things for the name of it, because you have a life as well. And but that is, it's all subjective. It really is what is best for you. The Priestess here, and I just said that, it's what is best for you. Your intuition is going to tell you. You see that owl whispering in her ear. Like, that's the inner wisdom that's got to come through, and it's got to be from your spiritual tapping in, your soul source, your emotions. What do the emotions tell you? Sometimes emotions are fleeting, but how I feel is like if emotions are reoccurring for again and again over a long period of time, even after trying to address it, then it's an indication of a bigger issue here. Alright, and let's get a final bit of advice from the Creativity Oracle again. What do these viewers need to know about their partnership? Okay, it says start and go deeper. It says you must start from where you are, examine your situation, and take a chance. Okay, so it's what I'm saying. It's like either the new, or you have to relook at this. If you're gonna invest again, you have to go deeper. expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. And I think your life should be like art. Live it like you're creating something amazing. And it's like, what do you actually want out of life? What is the experience that you want to bring to your life? If you find that and it's not the situation that you have now, and you can find a responsible way, then that could be recommended. If you can relook at this connection, which probably has the stresses of normal connections, then definitely go deeper, because you want to salvage what's there. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of work to turn something around. Alright guys, so this was your open general reading. If you like this, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you on another one. Take care.